Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning out my Q4 goals and my October goals in my Powersheets. So this year has been a weird year for a lot of reasons. Well, I'm going to start by going through the goals that I set at the beginning of the year. I kind of let a lot of those goals fall by the wayside because I was concentrating so much on one overarching goal, which was actually graduating with my PhD. So that's been the goal that I've been focusing on the most. So here are my 2020 goals. So goal number 1 was get to the next phase in my career, which for me is going to my postdoc, and I have almost accomplished that. I'm defending on the 28th of September. Today is the 23rd of September. So this one's pretty much been accomplished as long as I pass my defense on Monday. Goal number 2 has been cultivate my relationships. I've sort of been working on that, but not very intentionally. So that's one that I definitely need to work on in the last quarter. Create a clean and comfortable home. So that one definitely fell by the wayside as well. Devote time and creativity to craft. I've been doing this a little bit. I started making stickers for my planner, so that's been one outlet for crafting, but I haven't been doing that very intentionally, so I definitely want to revisit that goal. Improve my health and fitness has just completely gone down the drain, so this is going to be my number 1 goal for Q4. Build a YouTube channel. Well, you're watching this on YouTube right now, so obviously I have started doing that. Cultivate routines in my life also kind of fell by the wayside for goal number 1, so I want to concentrate on that one in Q4. And move to a different city has been completely accomplished, so check mark on that one. So now let's look at Q4. So I said my number 1 focus was going to be health and fitness. So I'm going to kind of combine that with cultivate a routine. So there are 2 sides to health and fitness. There's food and there's exercise, at least in my mind. So I want to create one goal for each of those. So my first goal is going to be food focused, and it's also going to be routine focused. So that is going to be create a meal planning, and home cooking routine. Create a meal planning and home cooking routine. So one thing that I have a lot of problems with is not planning my meals and then snacking on kind of junky food a lot. So I think that if I can get the meal planning down, then that will help a lot of my junk food consumption problems. So that's going to be my number 1 goal for this quarter. And then my second health and fitness goal is going to be create a regular exercise routine. So create a regular exercise routine is a little bit tricky for me. I have chronic joint problems. If you've watched any of my weekly plan with me, you know that I go to physical therapy every week. And it makes things like running and yoga and just anything that puts strain on my joints pretty difficult. So I'm going to have to think about what kind of exercise. This might be as simple as actually doing my physical therapy home exercises every week, which I haven't been great about. So I will have to think on that and decide what I want to do. My third goal is going to be related to my yearly goal of devote time to creativity and craft, and that is open my sticker shop. So I am making stickers for the Wonderland 222 planner, and I would like to make a little shop to sell those. So they're nothing fancy, but there's been a lot of talk in the Wonderland 222 community about sticker shops making stickers specifically for the Wonderland 222. So since I'm making them for myself, I might as well share them with everybody. And my 4th goal is going to be create a YouTube routine. So I started my YouTube channel about a month ago, and I haven't been super consistent about posting, mostly because I've been in the last month of my PhD program, so that has taken over my life pretty much entirely. That was the right color. So I haven't been as consistent on YouTube as I would like to be. So I really need to focus on creating a YouTube routine, uploading like 2 videos a week I think is doable for me, and just making sure that I get those videos up each week and have a nice editing routine and stuff like that. My 5th goal is going to be related to create a clean and comfortable home, and that is going to be develop a cleaning routine. So I really need to get better at cleaning the house regularly, keeping it clean. I am kind of a tornado whirlwind of clutter in my living space. It drives my husband a little bit nuts. So I want to at least get better at picking up my clutter and doing things like sweeping up the dog hair. So developing a cleaning routine will be a pretty high priority goal. And my last goal, I think I'm only going to do 6 goals this quarter because a lot of these goals are pretty ambitious. Will be to create a timeline for my postdoc. So I have probably between 2 and 4 years at my postdoc, and I would like to kind of map out what I want to do over those 2 to 4 years. So since it's not a set amount of time, it's a little bit hard to do that. But I'm going to plan a 2-year timeline and a 4-year timeline, and then maybe a 3-year timeline as well, and see what I can accomplish as a postdoc before I start looking for a permanent position. Actually, let's put on one more goal, and that will be to plan a trip to see my mom safely. So right now, it is of course the 2020 coronavirus pandemic, and I have not seen either of my parents in probably 10 months. We live pretty far from them, so it's hard to just go to see them and have like a socially distanced lunch or something. So, because I live in Texas and they live in California and Washington, so it's quite difficult to see them. My dad's up in Washington, and I don't think getting up there to see him is feasible at the moment because we're not going to fly. But my mom is in California, and it is drivable. It takes a couple days, but we can drive out there to see her. So I'm hoping that we can drive out to California for maybe a few weeks and see my mom, and have time to quarantine before seeing her, and then see her for a while, and then come back to Texas. So that's going to be a pretty major goal this quarter. I'm really hoping it can happen. So those are my quarter 4 goals. Now let's look at setting up for October. So first I'm going to do this prepare well sheet. Okay, so things I want to get done this month are make 8 YouTube videos, create December through March sticker designs, submit my final dissertation, transfer to my postdoc, meal plan and exercise. I'm excited for starting my postdoc. I'm very excited about that. I'm worried about doing a good job at my postdoc, the pandemic, obviously, the election, and wanting to see my family. And I'm hopeful that I'll get to see my mom. So I don't really use the monthly calendar in the Powersheets because I have a monthly calendar in my planner and then also Google Sheets. So let's get to the tending list. So my top priority will be meal planning. All right, and that is my tending list. The first thing I want to do is vote. Our early voting in Texas starts October 13th. If you have not registered to vote yet, you should do so. I believe in Texas, the deadline is October 5th for your voter registration to be postmarked or for you to register in person. So I will leave a link down below for how you can register to vote in your state. The second thing I want to do is submit my final dissertation. As I said, I'm defending on September 28th, which is this coming Monday. And then after that, I'll have to make some edits to my dissertation and then submit my final dissertation before I can start my postdoc, which is my next action item. So my postdoc onboarding. And then the next 4 are all sticker designs. I want to do December, January, February, and March. For my weekly action items, I want to do 2 YouTube videos a week. I want to meal plan. I want to exercise twice a week. I want to pick up the clutter around the house, and I want to clean the bathrooms. And then for my daily action items, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. I want to cook or eat something at home, like leftovers or a frozen meal. I want to clean the kitchen, and I want to do a 15-minute tidy or clean around the house. So I hope you enjoyed this goal setting video. I will be back on Sunday or Monday with another plan with me. Bye.